Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 2 of our 6th season here at Riga FC. I'm the Custard Prophet and this is the Latvian job. Yeah, we are coming back, as you can see, for a game against Liepaja in the league. Now, given how well we have started this season, you think maybe this is going to be another walkover. But, my friends, it is anything but that. A situation has come up that makes this game a lot harder than it might be. Okay, so this is the problem that I have. It is the Baltic Cup, and it is very, very much getting in our way. We're right in the middle of the Baltic Cup, and for those of you who aren't sure, the Baltic Cup is a competition that's played every couple of years between Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia, and it's not in the FM game. Normally this can be accessed from a competition that's been put together by Dodgy Gaming. He's got a load of international competitions you can download and then upload into your save, so check his page out on the Steam site. But I put the Baltic Cup in because it kind of made sense, because, well, we're playing here. Problem is, it is played during the league season. Now, I've mentioned this already, but that might not have been an issue really most of the time, because a lot of the Latvian players, the better players, are playing elsewhere. But for the Baltic Cup, the way it's been set up, it's only domestic players that get invited, which means there's a whole swathe of our team that is off currently playing in the Baltic Cup 2026, which is a little bit frustrating. So we've actually got 10 players missing, which is all of our Latvian players, which makes it really hard, because for all league games we have to have 3 Latvian players on the pitch at any one time. So how are we going to do that? Well, you're thinking, you mentioned Jurisic. He's got a Latvian nationality, and actually Leo has just got himself Latvian nationality. But the catch here is that neither of them was invited to play for in this tournament, but neither of them counts towards those 3 players. So we've had to dip into our youth team and pick out 3 players that I'd registered for this sort of eventuality, which means we are being quite affected. You can see the Latvian team at the minute, how it stands, and you can see that the vast majority of players are coming from Riga. There's a huge amount of players from Riga, only 1 from RFS. How the mighty have fallen. But we are playing Liepaja today. There's 5 players from Liepaja as well. So they are being affected, but not nearly as much as we are. So, we are going to have to play Izajevs, the goalkeeper, Ravis Stankis, and this is great being able to put him. He is the next big hope of this team. And he's finally got the chance. He looks like he's developing nicely, so he is going to get some more matches today. And the other one, Ostapenko, is a terrible, terrible player. He played 3 games, but he is just awful. I don't know how he's still at the club, but there he is. So it's going to be hard. We've played 3 matches in this sort of situation already, and it's really difficult to actually get the results. Let's see how we've done in recent times. You can see we are completely unbeaten, not lost a single game. I think we came back for the Valmiera game, that 3-0 victory, followed that up with a 3-0 win over RFS. Leo with a couple, and Uldrikis. 6-1 win over Auda, Augustniak, Krollis with a couple, Uldrikis with a couple, and Tello. Ventspils then destroyed 3-0. Uldrikis, Erglis and Krollis. 5-0 over Tukums. They had a couple of players sent off, which helps. Krollis, Erglis, Kuyadio, I think that was one of his first goals, and now he's scoring a lot now. Uldrikis and Paiva, a good spread of goals there. 3-0 away at Liepaja, Liepaja, great result here. A couple from Krollis and Kuyadio. Noah away, 5-0 victory here. Paiva, Uldrikis, Kuyadio for a couple, and Tormin, the left back kind of, winger. Ventspils at home, this was 7-0. Fafana with a couple, Kuyadio, Krollis with a couple, Paiva and Augustniak. Spartak's then away from home. We had a player sent off here, but still we managed to come through it with a goal from Fofana. Meta, and you notice this, we had hardly conceded a goal, but here against Meta, we won 5-2. A bit of a strange result. Zadem, Paiva, Uldrikis, Fofana, and Tello. Lots and lots of goals. 5-1 win then away against Valmiera. Great result here. Paiva with 4 goals, and Koyadioa yet again another goal from him. Auda next on the chopping block, and this is where we started having to play the 3 youth players. Paiva, Fofana with 3 goals, and Barris Attack making a rare start. So that was 5-0. And then against Tukums, we had Leandrinho sent off. Fofana again scored a penalty, and we just about got over the line there. Home against Noah, 3-1 victory here. Barris Attack, Paiva and Kayadio. We had all sorts of injuries as well going on. It was really hard to put a team out. You can sort of see we weren't making very many substitutions. But today we have the hardest of all the games we've had to do this against Liepaja. How have they done? With 5 players out, that's obviously a big loss for them. They did beat Valmiera away, which is a worry. But you can see they have dropped points against Spartak and Noah, where they might not have been expected to. So we're coming in here, we're coming in hot with our really tough game, I think, here against Liepaja, given the circumstances. We have 20 points ahead of them. They do have a game in hand. We have a 71 goal difference. I think we are much, much better than we were at this point last season, but I want that 100% record in the league. I do want it, and today is a real test to see whether we can carry on and get it. So come on, join me join me at the Skonto Stadium, and we'll see what we do. So, team we are going to be going with, and it's been very hard to change this. We're going to have Paiva, Fofana and Ostapenko up top. We have been bringing on Msis on occasion for Ostapenko. Seems to do a little bit better, but we had Fofana out for a couple of games, which did not help. We've got quite a strong midfield here. Koyadio, Leandrinho and Zadem. They are playing well together, so that's good to have. And then the back line is not bad at all, actually. Diru, Stojkovic, Stankus and Unkansar, who's been very good since he's come in. He wants more games. I'm happy to give him more games. Izajev's in goal. Come on, let's get this victory over Liepaja and keep this run going. It is awesome. We want 100%. We are 42 games on the trot have we won going into last season in the league, which is a new record. 42 games, but we want all of those games in one season. That's what we want. Right then, so it's a challenge, but we like challenges. We're coming in here. We're going to shout and encourage early on. Come on, let's get it. Early corner, just 6 minutes on the clock. Fofana, is that an own goal? It looks like it was an own goal. It was Granjovic. Is that the goalkeeper? Puts into the back of the net there. I mean, that made life very easy for us. First thing we've done all day. Paiva just chips the ball in. Fofana comes in. Yeah, it's off the goalkeeper. He got his head to it, and the goalkeeper. I don't see that's why that is an own goal, because it was heading in. It was just deflected. Fofana chips in, and the Radiator holds on to it, but he's cleared it straight back to us. They were never getting to that. There was nobody up there. Unkansa down the right side. And in we go. Koyadio, he has been scoring goals like mad. It took him a little bit of time to get used to this side, but my God, is he used to it now. He is scoring all the goals. All of them. We've had one shot and scored 2 goals. That's brilliant. Fofana, well, it's an interesting ball, can I say. Back to Kiardio. We're having to be... wow, that's 3-0. 3-0, and we've hardly had a shot. That's pretty good, isn't it? We're not normally this incisive in front of the net. We'll have another look at that. With a decent bit of play. Kiardio into Stojkovic, and Fofana gets hold of it. and just thwacks it top corner. Right, their right back has it. He chips it up the pitch. They're going to try and put it through, I think. Berzakin. But again, they completely get that wrong. As Stojkovic into Stankus, and Stankus will try and... no, he doesn't. Makes the sensible move back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper just blasts it up to Piva, who does get it into Fofana. But there was nobody there. Nobody there. And again, this is what we're seeing all the time. There's just no thought, really. It's just blasted up the pitch. We've gone wide to Duru. Really good signing, this guy is. Don't know what's going on here. Oh my god, that was a comedy of errors. What are you doing, Novakovs? I'm even angry at you, and that was for me. I mean, he does all right there, but then you play that ball in. What are you doing? Oh my, it was a great cross, but just, I don't think anyone would expect that. Not in a million years. Well, we're 4-0 up. I'm not really sure how we've managed that, but slightly embarrassing here for Liepaja. They've not really done that much wrong, and there's a penalty. Oh, this is slightly ridiculous. They saved it. The Radiator saved it. Leodina, I can't remember. What's his name? He's one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, isn't he? You wouldn't think, yeah. He's on his hat trick. Could have got himself a hat trick there with that penalty. And the first penalty he's missed. It was a decent save, to be fair. He put it wide. Goalkeeper got down to it. But they must be so frustrated with the first half. It has been just an utter disaster. And then even when they get a shot on target, it just hits the bar from distance and comes banging out straight to us. Rarely does things go this well for us. But we are taking this all day. 4-0 at half-time, taking that. Right, Stankus has got the ball into Zadam. Zadam into Fofana. Stankus, it's back with him. And it's beautifully through. Unkansa. He finds Ostapenko, still trying to work out how to tie his shoelaces. And Kuyadi just wide with a header. Leandrinho chips it in. And Zadam, a lovely header at the far post. He hasn't scored many, and he is someone I'm thinking about. Should he still be at this club, considering how, we need to keep upgrading, don't we? And whilst he's a good player, is he someone we could look to replace for better? So one change, we're bringing Jurisic on. Leodrinho is moving out to the right, and Zadam is coming off looking a little bit tired, but looks like we might have the start of a highlight here. Izajevs clears it up the pitch. I mean, it really helps having these three players who are all of whom are very, very strong in the air. Alpens, he's gone wide. How do you miss that, mate? Looks like they're getting a little bit more to it. Juru loses out there. He misses that one. Oh my. It's the post from there. Oh my. I mean, I could have scored that, and I'm literally terrible at football. Well, Jurisic now into Piva, and the Radiator just picks that out of the air. Is he going to launch a counter attack? Are they going to end up 5-5? Need to see. That's finally they've got a goal. Marcus Alpens. Yeah, he's stopped advertising his cereals, and he is now concentrating on football, which is definitely going to help him. So we're going to bring on Barris Attack on the left side of the three in place of Piva. Barisatak will be leaving, I think, at the end of the season. I think he's reached his natural conclusion, which was 1 season at the club. Look, they're running forward here. Oh, Stankus makes a stunning challenge, and we're going up the other end. Leandrinho, he gets, oh my, and it just gets worse and worse for them, doesn't it? Moroz sent off. I think they definitely have better days. They definitely have better days. Own goals, crosses from their defenders to our strikers. I mean, the only good thing is they scored a goal and we missed a penalty. Otherwise, it could have been a lot worse for them. But we will take this. I wasn't expecting this to be quite so straightforward. We've kind of sitting off now. We're not pushing for it. Ostropenko. Well, actually, this is the final game, and then we can get all of our Latvians back. And that is going to make life so much easier. We're going to be so much stronger. And the ball is cleared. It's Stankus finds Jurisic. Juru. That's nicely done. Nice. Oh, beautifully played. And apart from that pass, but Ostropenko. He's got his hat trick. It's Fofana, and that was a cross from Ostropenko. He's well, who knew? Right, we'll make one last. Well, maybe make a couple more changes. I'm not on if I'll. Oh, there we go. Right, couple of minutes to go. We're just going to let Rogovs come on as a Metzala, the youngster. And we will take off Ostropenko and put Leo on up top. Get him a little round of applause. He's not going to play in a Latvian or a Riga shirt again for a long, long time. Unless we come round to this tournament again. But we let them back into the match. Yeah, sure. But my God. 6-1. Hat-trick from Fofana. Pleased with the result. Very, very pleased with the result. I was a little bit worried going into it just because anything can happen really when you're missing that many players. But the tactic seems to be working well with these three up top. Yeah, we're on good form. We are on good form. Let's just see what that does in the league. So 43 now wins on the trot. How good is that? And we have comfortably put Liepaja in the bin. We have now got a month off. And we come back with a tough game to start that off. Looking through the games left, we do have to play Valmiera away again. We have to play Liepaja away again. And the RFS game. Those are the key ones. I think this RFS game will appear before we have to play in the Champions League, which is important. And then hopefully we can get through those matches. Or maybe it doesn't, I'm not sure. Want to get through those matches if we can quickly. And we'll see whether we can go all the way again. And that's where we'll be coming back next for that Champions League matches. So probably the second qualifying round again and do the usual stuff, trying to get all the way through to the Champions League proper again. I forgot to say we did get another £8 million through TV money and stuff right at the end. So even though we spent £4 million, we've just kind of we've just given ourselves back. We're back up to sort of £28 million, which is bloody awesome. So, yeah, it is good times. We're pretty much as high as we've been, which is great. Anyway, folks, we're going to stop there. If you enjoyed that, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you for the next one. Goodbye.